Saya RAFIYA binti RAZAK ataupun dikenali sebagai teacher PR. Lepas bekerja selama 10 tahun, kita plan untuk buka perniagaan sendirilah, which is Taska. Baik, nama Taska kita di Bonding Childcare Center. So
Assalamualaikum and a very pleasant to our lecturer, Mr. Syed Zulkarnain Iskandar bin Syed Idris, and also my fellow friends. Today, we from Group 5 will present about the financial accounting and reporting of a sole proprietorship for course ACC407. Before we go to furthermore, I would like to introduce all my team members. We have all 4 team members. Me, NORHAZWANI NADIAH binti HARUN. The second one is AFIZZA binti Muhammad Nasir. The third one is RAFIYA binti RAZAK. And the last one is FITRAH SALIMAH binti AHMAD. Before we go to the background of the company, I would like to mention or highlight the purpose of the study. First, to perform communication skill involving financial accounting and reporting. Second, to identify type of business organization. Third, to define classification of business item. And the last one is to illustrate the accounting process throughout the business. Now, I will explain about the background of the company that we already choose. The name of the company is the Bonding Childcare Center. This business is sole proprietorship that only owned by one individual. The owner already used her own money to start this business. The basis or the measure for the business is daycare for the kids and for the child. And for your additional information, this business is located at the center of the Putrajaya.
Next, I will continue with business characteristic. What is the meaning of sole proprietorship? It's a business where the owner and the business are the same legal entity. The owner has full control, receive all profit, and it also personally responsible for all debts and liabilities of the business. Today, I will explain the characteristics of a sole proprietorship. First, registration. A sole proprietorship registered with the Business Register under the Business Registration Act 1957. Next, capital. The capital of the business is contributed by the owner from personal saving. Third, ownership. A sole proprietorship is owned by one person only. Moving on to management and control. The business is managed and controlled by the owner with the help of family members or workers if needed. Next, liability. The owner has unlimited liability, which means the owner is personally responsible for all business debt. For profit or loss, profit belongs to the owner and any losses incurred will be borne by the owner. Lastly, books and account. The owner consistently maintain account records and prepare monthly account reports. That's all from me. Thank you.
Assalamualaikum. My next topic is the classification of business. At the Bonding Childcare Center, assets are things owned by the business to run daily activities. Assets are divided into non-current asset and current asset. Non-current asset are items used for a long time and not sold within a year. These include the house used as a child care center, vehicle for the transportation, and washing machine used for the clean clothes and bedding. Current assets are items used in a short time, usually within a year. An example is a cash, which is used to pay daily expenses such as food, bill, and salaries. Next is liabilities. Liabilities are things that the business need to pay. current liabilities are payment that must be paid within a year. For the bonding childcare center, this include water expenses, license renew fees, and payment for the fire extinguisher and television they are not paid yet. These liabilities are important so that the child care center can continue operate smoothly. Moving forward, owner equity. Owner equity is the owner part for the business. It includes own capital and drawing. Own capital is the money to the owner put into the business. Drawing is the money the owner take from the business for the personal use. Owner equity show what belongs to the owner. Next is expenses. Expenses are the costs need to run business every day. For the bonding childcare center, expenses include utilities such as water and electricity to keep center operating. Maintenance and safety expenses are need to ensure the place is clean, safe and comfortable for the children. Staff salary is paid to the teacher and worker for the taking care of the children. These expenses are important to make ensure the child care center runs smoothly and safely. Lastly, revenue. Revenue is the money earned by the business from the service. For the bonding child care center, the center earn money from fees paid by parents for taking care of their children. Over the past 6 months, the center profit has increased by 23%, showing that the business is doing well and growing steady. Revenue help the center pay for the expenses, improve the service and the support daily operation. Thank you.
Assalamualaikum and a very good day to Dr. Said Iskandar and all my fellow classmates. As you can see here of the 7 steps of the recording process. For your information, the debonding childcare center using KindiPro system by Alpha Tech as the cashier and transaction management tools. Firstly, I will explain to you the first recording process. The childcare business currently manages 2 main types of financial transaction, which is revenue and expenses. Revenue transaction represent income earned from childcare services. The primary source is tuition fees paid by parents, with additional charges such as registration fees or late pickup penalties. These transactions are processed and tracked in KindiPro to ensure accurate billing and reporting. Expense transactions include all costs necessary to operate the daycare effectively. Common expenses are staff salaries, rent for the facility, utilities and essential supplies like toys, books and food. Recording these expenses in KindiPro helps maintain financial transparency and supports budgeting. The second process is source of document. The daycare business relies on several source documents to record and verify financial transactions. This document serves as the foundation for accurate accounting and operational transparency. The main source document include receipt, invoice, cash register reports, and the bank statement. The benefit of keeping this document is to accuracy, to ensure that all transactions are correctly recorded in the system. Second is for transparency, is provide clear evidence for audit and compliance. And also for financial control, it helps monitor cash flow and manage budgeting effectively. Maintaining these documents, whether physical or electronic, is essential for smooth operations and financial integrity. So next, we move on to journals. Journals once collect all source documents like receipts, invoices, KindiPro report, and the next step is to record them in accounting journal. The journal is basically a book or system where we write down every transaction in order. For example, if a parent pays for monthly fee, they will record it as a revenue entry. If pay for supply, record is an expense entry Each entry includes the date, description, and the amount in debit or credit column. This process is important because it organizes all financial activities in one place, helps to prepare reports, and makes audit easier. The fourth process is ledger. After finish recording transaction in the journal, the next step is posting them into the ledger. The ledger is like a detailed book that organizes all transactions by account. Instead of having everything in one list, they will separate them into categories such as cash, revenue, and expenses. For example, when receive a payment from a parent, the transaction is posted under revenue account and also reflected the cash account. If pay for supplies, it goes under the supplies expense account and reduce cash. This way, each account shows its own activity and balance clearly. This process is important because it ensures accuracy before we move on to preparing financial statement. So now we go to process of trial balance. After post all transaction into the ledger, we prepare the balance. We prepare the trial balance. The trial balance is a list of all accounts and their balance. Its main purpose is to check that the total debits equal the total credit. If everything balanced, it means records are correct. If not, we know there's an error that needs fixing. This step is important because it acts as a checkpoint before creating financial statement. It ensures accuracy and help the daycare keep reliable records. Adjustment after preparing the trial balance. Check if any adjustments are needed. Adjustments are changes we make to ensure the account show the correct financial position at the end of the period. For example, sometimes there are prepaid fees, unpaid expenses, or income that has not been recorded yet. This adjustment makes sure everything is accurate before prepare financial statement. This step is important because it updates the account to reflect the real situation, not what was recorded during the month. The last step is financial statement. The last step in the recording process is preparing financial statement. The statement shows the overall performance and position of the daycare business. There are two main reports we prepare. The first report is income statement. This shows the revenue earned and the expense paid. As we know if the business made a profit or loss. A balance sheet, this shows what the business owns, asset, and what its liability, along with the owner equity. Financial statements are important because they give a clear picture of how the business is doing. They help us make decisions, plan for growth, and meet legal and tax requirements. That's all for me. Thank you. After we understanding of the recording process of debonding childcare center, I would like to explain the strengths and weaknesses of their recording process. The business uses a system-based approach for recording transactions, which brings both advantages and challenge. One of the key strengths is consistent saving from revenue, as the business maintains a disciplined approach to financial management. This ensures stability and prepares the daycare for future needs. Another strength is that the recording process is well organized and traceable, making it easy to review past transactions and maintain accuracy. Additionally, the system provides clear visibility of expenses and revenue, which promotes transparency and helps in decision making. However, there are also weaknesses to consider. The first is operational costs, as using a system involves recurring expenses that can impact the budget. Another weaknesses is the risk of total data loss if the area suffers a natural disaster, which highlight the need for backup solution. Lastly, the system has dependency on accurate data entry. If incorrect information is entered, it can lead to errors in report and financial analysis. In summary, while the system-based recording process offers efficiency, transparency and organized record keeping, the debonding childcare center must address challenges like cost, data security and accuracy to ensure smooth operations. Thank you.
Last but not least, for the conclusion that we can make from the observation for this company, the Bonding Childcare Center, we found that even though this company already operate not more than 1 year, we agree that this company can grow and get the benefit and also profit in the future, same like others childcare, their surrounding. The Bonding Childcare Center can get the chance and search for the opportunity to get more and a lot of additional information and try to search many more investment or any sources to expand their company. Thank you.